everyone. So today is February 8th, and kind of got a bunch of rain last night and this morning, so everything's nice and sloppy. But weather's temperature wise, it's still pretty nice out. It's supposed to cool off a little bit here, but not bad, mid 30s. But big news for tomorrow, me and Sarah are leaving the country for a vacation. We're going to Mexico for 6 days, something like that. We haven't been anywhere since our honeymoon, which was 7 years ago. So we were overdue. But I guess some people go every year somewhere. Some people have never left the country or gone on a vacation. So we're pretty blessed that we're able to make this work this week and hopefully go enjoy ourselves a bit. Hopefully everything goes good around here. So today's plan is just kind of getting stuff set up and take video of stuff in case something goes wrong, how to make it work so everything goes well for Dad and the chore boys when I'm gone. So right at the end of milking this morning, I had 2 cows. They're both starting to calve. A heifer and our second lactation cow. We ran them in, got them milked. I ran in and had breakfast for about a half hour. I'm coming out here and they should both have calves, I think. We got one calf. Well, one of them can. So we'll get them taken care of. got those new calves, dipped their navels, gave them a, it's called a Tri-Start tube. It's a paste that kind of helps, it's like a vaccine, helps with E. coli, Pasteurella, different stuff. Got them fed. They're both heifer calves, so that's cool. Oh yeah, that cow's cleaning right now. That's always a good sign when they clean right after they calve. If the other cow wants to eat it, oh, yeah. Let's see if we can help get that to come out. It ain't quite ready yet, but. So that's the afterbirth, or placenta it's called. So that's actually really good when it comes out right after they calve. If that stays in them, it gets infection, or it gets an infection, the cow gets really sick from it. So it's always a really good sign when that comes out. And I tried, a lot of times it'll come right out real easy right away. But I tried tugging on it just a little bit and it's still a little tight. So we'll kind of let them do let their body do the work and discharge it, and we can dispose of it. And I just didn't want that. The cows will eat it, which ain't a terrible thing. Like there, most of it fell out now. You don't eat that. It's kind of in their nature just to eat it, so that predators don't find it and find their calf. It's kind of how they keep their calves secret. But we don't want them eating that. They kind of it probably doesn't hurt them a lot, because they, vast majority of the cows do eat it before we catch it, but they can eat feed, which they're supposed to be eating, and kind of help their stomachs. But both moms are doing good, calves are good. They got them licked off nice. So we're gonna take those calves, and in here I got two calves. One's a heifer, one's a bull. The bull, we got a neighbor coming to buy a couple. They want a couple bull calves to raise up. But the heifer calves are gonna go get up in the calf barn, put the ear tags in them, so that in a few, 3-4 days, once they're drinking real good, Dad can just push them onto the calf feeder and they're good to go. So I get that all ready for him, and then he doesn't gotta get them up to the calf barn. So make it a little easier on the old man when I'm gone. So we got calves up in the calf barn, got ear tags in them with the computer chip. So they're ready to go in the feeder whenever. Like the one will probably be a couple days. It drinks really good. These newer ones drink their colostrum good. Hopefully they continue to drink good for Dad. Then in, I don't know, 3-4 days, he can push them onto the feeder and they're good to go. So he has a few less calves to hand feed. There should be 3 other cows calving while I'm gone that I know of. But hopefully they behave for him. I was just gonna show you, the other day I put another one of these tubes in, another small fan. So that one I did 2 weeks ago. I put this one in the other day. Seem to be holding up pretty good, and I don't know, I think it's probably a little too early to tell if they're a long-term fix, but I think they got to be helping. I think the calves have been actually doing really well. They're the younger ones we haven't been treating much, and considering how poor the weather has been for calves, it's been damp. You know, it's not cold, but it gets down to just about freezing at night, and it warms up to mid-40s during the day, and just not ideal calf growing weather. But considering that, they're actually doing pretty good. They're all seem really healthy. This is one of the last calves put on the feeder. Looks like it needs to go back in there. But it's been caught up every feeding that I've noticed. You stay in there. So that was just a little update on that new ventilation we're trying. All right, so with these scrapers, for the most part, they work really good. When it gets really cold, they'll kind of freeze up and they will stop. So there's like there's a amount of pressure that the motor will take, and if there's too much pressure on it, it'll stop it. And the code is called, it's a bump. Or if like a cow, what typically happens a lot is the cow will be laying like halfway on a stall, and it comes up to them and pushes on them, and the cow is too stubborn, won't stand up. It'll fault it out, or say there's a bump, and you gotta just basically turn it back on, clear the fault code, and run it. It's usually fine. And there's a few different buttons to hit to reset it. It seems like every time I leave, it happens. And it actually hasn't happened for a few weeks. So hopefully this week while I'm gone, it works fine. Don't have issues. But usually Dad has to call me because it's usually a long time since he's had to do it himself. And usually I can talk him through it. But with me being down there and not sure what we're gonna have for service, or if we have our phones with us all the time, I'm gonna take a video of me doing this, so that hopefully if something does happen, he can watch the video and be able to solve it. So I opened up a door on the scraper that puts the fault code on. So it's basically, you gotta do the same thing. So we're gonna video this for him, and hopefully he doesn't have to use it, but if he does, hopefully this can solve his problems. All right, so if you get a code or a fault code, or a scraper ain't working, the red light will be on. If it's flashing, that's fine. That means it's working. But if it's on solid, that means there's a code and it's not running. So sometimes this code will be up, this will be on here. If this screen's up, you just hit the yellow triangle to clear it out. But if something else is up, we'll go back to the home screen. Red light's on yet, hit the notebook, hammer and wrench, the warning symbol. Now we're back to that fault screen. If you hit that, it should clear the codes. Red light's flashing, so it should be good. We'll go back to the home screen. Flip the switch back down to auto, or to on. Hit the red button, and it takes back off. Alright, so I'm gonna send that video to Dad while we're home now. Actually tonight, probably at supper, just so he gets it. Not that I'm down there then trying to send a video when you're in a different country. I'm not sure how that all works. So I'll give that to him now. He's got it. And he'll have it for future reference if he ever needs it. Hopefully, maybe that'll make things go better if he has an issue. Hopefully, they all work good. It's not supposed to get cold. It's low to mid 30s, so nothing's really gonna freeze, which always, when you plan these trips, it really is on the back of your head all the time if you get a real cold snap where it's the 20 below stuff, and that's never good. So weather should be really nice while we're gone for everyone here. So hopefully everything goes well. We got cleaned out the dry cows today. We cleaned calves and heifers and stuff out here the last couple of days, so hopefully he doesn't have too much work. We'll have to clean out the calves next week probably, but that's not a major deal. As long as everything works, as long as the calf feeder works, scrapers work, all the milking stuff works, and like I said, everything's been working good, so hopefully it stays that way. We don't have any issues. So Tucker is getting off the bus here soon. Hang out with him for a bit until supper time. We'll milk tonight. We'll get everything bedded tonight. So he's only got to bed him once next week. Early next week, one day, I'll have to bed him. Yeah, we'll finish getting packed up tonight and go enjoy our vacation, hopefully. officially clocked out for about a week. So wish us luck. I'm sure it's gonna be pretty miserable. 80 degrees on a beach. All you can eat, all you can drink. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it, but we'll find a way to survive. So, hope all you girls behave. Don't do anything stupid. And just be good. So with that, next time you see us, or see me, see Sarah, should be a little tanner. Probably put on a few pounds. But we'll see you guys later.